What's up, family? This is your boy Ivan Hall, the Credit King. Do you know the difference between business credit and personal credit? A business credit card is meant to be a tool for making purchases for your business. Personal credit cards, on the other hand, can be used by anyone. Opening a business credit card assumes that you have some sort of business or that you're planning to start one. The good news is that credit card companies can offer some flexibility in what constitutes a business. For example, you don't necessarily need to have a Federal Employer Identification Number, EIN, or be incorporated to be approved for a business card. It's possible to get a business credit card even if you only have a side hustle or work as an independent contractor. One thing you might be wondering is whether you can use a business credit card for personal spending. You can, but you shouldn't. When preparing your taxes, you'll have to analyze a year's worth of transactions one by one. Not only is that time-consuming, but it can make reporting deductible expenses tricky, and claiming personal expenses as a business deduction could accidentally land you in hot water with the IRS. If you're considering merging business and personal expenses on the same card, make sure you have a good accounting system in place. Business credit cards can also be helpful in establishing and building business credit. While you may apply for a business card using your Social Security number, your account history can be reported to the business credit bureaus. That can be instrumental in developing a good business credit score. Business and personal credit cards can offer rewards and introductory welcome bonuses, though they aren't always alike. That's another reason why it makes sense to keep business and personal spending separate. By tailoring your spending to your card and its associated rewards categories, you have the best shot at maximizing your rewards earnings. In terms of welcome bonuses, they can sometimes be more generous for business cards. But consider what you have to spend to qualify. Both personal and business credit cards can charge interest and fees. The difference is that some business credit cards carry higher annual costs. Many business credit cards can waive the annual fee the first year, but it shouldn't be overlooked when choosing a card. You will eventually have to pay it, which is something to think about if you don't make a lot of purchases. The card's APR is another consideration. If you think you'll carry a balance at any point, the interest charges could increase your business debt. Paying interest on purchases makes your rewards card not very rewarding. A business charge card is an alternative to consider if you'd prefer to avoid interest charges. Since these cards require you to pay in full each month, you won't pay interest on what you charge. The trick is making sure you're only charging what you can afford to pay off at the end of the month. Similar to rewards and welcome bonuses, business credit cards can diverge when it comes to perks and benefits. Again, the emphasis is on providing benefits and features that are valuable to businesses, versus everyday spenders. With personal cards you're often getting benefits such as purchase protection, travel insurance and zero liability fraud protection. Business credit cards tend to emphasize other benefits, such as expense management controls or discount programs that can save your business money. Personal and business credit cards have one thing in common with regard to perks: the higher the card's annual fee, the better they tend to be. When opening a new business or personal credit card, your first question may be how much credit you're approved for. With business credit cards, the limits are typically much higher than personal cards, and for good reason. That provides the business with access to emergency financing. Having higher limits on a business credit card makes sense, since businesses may charge more on average each month than the everyday person. Individual credit limits for business or personal cards typically depend on your credit score and financial profile. If you have a brand new business, for example, then it's likely you may have a lower credit limit to start. But overall, you may have more room to spend with a business credit card than you would a personal card. There are some personal and business charge cards that have no preset spending limit. This means that instead of having a fixed credit limit, the amount you can charge each month can fluctuate based on account activity and credit history. That's convenient, but again, how you use your spending power with a credit card matters. If you don't make a habit of paying off your balance each month, it can easily get out of hand. One last thing to know about business versus personal credit cards is how you are, and aren't protected when you spend. Business credit cards have higher limits, but they also have higher fees and fewer protections. While some business credit card issuers have opted to extend consumer benefits, not all of them have. For that reason, it's important to carefully research a business credit card's protections, features and benefits before applying. Now that you have some insight, go get yourself from credit cards and go get that money.